Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix an error, that is the UE game has crashed and will close. So if you are receiving this Unreal Engine crash error with RoboCop Rogue City game on a Windows computer, then please follow the steps shown in this video. Now the first step is to restart your computer. Simply restart your computer once, and after the system restart, try to launch the game. Now still you're facing the problem, then run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now over here you can see RoboCop game exe file. Make a right click, then select properties, and then go to this tab, and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If this does not work, you can open the game folder. Now open binaries folder, open Win64. Now over here also you will see the game exe file. Make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, and then again put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Then click on apply, click on OK. Now make a double click and launch the game from the game installation folder. Now still you're facing the problem. In that case, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to this tab, and then put a check on the box which says run this program in compatibility mode for, and select Windows 8, and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can select Windows 7 over here, and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can try Windows Vista Service Pack 1. This has also worked for many players, so you can try this. Click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, open the game folder, binaries Win64. Do the same thing with this exe file. Make a right click, select properties. Put a check over here, try Windows 8 first, and then click on apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, you can try Windows 7, select apply, click on apply, click on OK. If that does not work, you can try Windows Vista Service Pack 1, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, make a right click once again, select properties, and then put a check on the box which says disable full screen optimization. Put a check over here, then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can do the same thing with this exe file. Make a right click, select properties, and then put a check on disable full screen optimization, and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Now if nothing is working, you can uncheck all the boxes. So if these are not working, in that case you can uncheck all the boxes, and then open the game, binaries Win64. Do the same thing over here. If these are not working, in that case you can uncheck all these boxes, and then click on apply, click on OK, and follow the next step. Now the next step is to clear everything from Steam launch option. So make a right click on the game, select properties, and over here if you have anything over here in launch option, you can remove this, clear everything, and then launch the game, and then check. You can, if you want to try, you can try -dx12, type in over here, and then launch the game. If that does not work, if this does not work, you can remove this and then follow the next step. Next step is to enable disable or enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Now for this, open Windows settings, and then go to system, go to display. Now scroll down, click on graphics over here, and then click on change default graphics settings. Now if the option which says hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is on, turn it off, and then restart a computer. Make sure that you restart a computer after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now once you're done playing the game, you can always enable this option. After you enable it, again restart your computer and launch this option, launch the option, turn it on. So if this is on, you can turn it off, restart your computer, and then launch the game. If this is already off, in that case you can turn it on and then restart your computer and then launch the game. So try both on and off, and check which one is working fine for you. And once you're done playing the game, if you turned it off, if you disable it, then you can turn it on once you're done playing the game. Next step is to, if you are able to launch the game, try to turn off DLSS Frame Generation, switch DLSS or FSR to TAA, or XeSS, switch to window mode, and lower down graphics settings. So if you are able to launch the game, if you're not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. If you are able to launch the game first. Now go to options, and then over here you can see under video, go to video, and over here you can see Nvidia Frame Generation. Now if this is on, you can turn it off. So in my case it's already off. So in your case, if Nvidia Frame Generation is on, turn it off, because this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So turn it off. Now over here you can see upscaling. Now if this is set to Nvidia DLSS, or if it is set to AMD FSR, in that case you can select TAA. So you can, for upscaling, select TAA, and then now if this is set to full screen, you can try window full screen, or you can even switch to window mode and lower down resolution. Now if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower it down more, and then check. Now scroll down. Now over here you can see graphics. Now over here, if this is set to epic, you can try high. You can even go for medium, or you can even go for low quality. So try to lower down graphics settings, turn off motion blur, and turn off high quality lumen reflection. So turn it off. Now if this is set to unlimited, you can try 120 or maybe 144 or maybe 60, and then click on apply, click on OK, and then check the performance. Now the next step is to try debug mode in Nvidia control panel. For this, make a right click on the desktop and then click on Nvidia control panel. Now over here you can see help option on the top left. Click on help and then put a check on debug mode. So put a check over here. So once you have the check over here, now try to launch the game. Next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for Nvidia. So go to Nvidia website. Now over here select the right product type and then select right product series. So whichever product series you have, select your product series and then select your graphic card. So make sure that you select your graphic card over here. Now if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11 and then click on start search and then scroll down. The latest GeForce Game Ready driver right now is driver version 546.01. This is the studio one. This is GeForce Game Ready driver. You have to install this one, and the latest is 546.02. Now click on get download. Now click on download now, and once this download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run this exe file, you will see this screen. Click on agree and continue, and then put a check on the box which says custom, and then click on next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next and let the installation complete, and after the installation restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to, now this is for laptop users with dual graphic card. Make sure that you run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse over here. Go to the game installation folder. If the game is installed in C drive, go to C drive. If the game is installed in D drive or any other drive, go to the other drive. And then open the Steam folder. Open program files x86 in C drive and then open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder. Now open RoboCop Rogue City folder. Select the game exe file. Click on add. Once the game is added over here, click on options. Select high performance. Now click on save. Again click on browse and then open game folder in binaries Win64. Select this exe file. Now click on add. Once the game is added, click on options. Select high performance. Now click on save. Now still you are facing the problem. The next step is to, now this is for desktop users, connect the monitor display cable to the discrete graphic card. So make sure that you connect the display cable to the dedicated graphic card. So in my case I have dual graphic card, so I'll show you. One is Intel, which is actually you have this slot for this in motherboard, and for this you have a different slot. So if your computer has a dual graphic card, make sure that you connect the display cable of the monitor to the discrete graphic card. So maybe in the front or back you will find a graphic card slot. You can connect the display cable to the graphic card slot instead of motherboard slot, and then launch the game. Next step is to make sure graphic card is enabled in device manager. So make a right click on the start menu and then click on device manager, expand display adapter. Now in my case Nvidia GeForce, this graphic card is already enabled. Make sure this is enabled in device manager. So you can make a right click, instead of disable device you might see enable device. So if this is disabled you will see an option to enable device. So make sure it is enabled and then launch the game. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings. Now go to privacy and security and then click on Windows security. Now if you have Windows 11, you have to go to privacy and security and then click on Windows security. If you have Windows 10, you will have an option update in security, then click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down and then you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through controlled folder access. Click on yes to allow. Now click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder once again and then open the game folder. Now once you open the game folder, select the game exe file, click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps, open the game, binary is Win64, select the second exe file and then click on open. Once the game is added over here, now type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Now click on system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top, click on allow another app, click on browse and then again go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder. And then select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case the game is already added. Again click on allow another app, click on browse and then open the game folder, binary is Win64. Select this exe file, click on open, click on add. Now once the game is added over here, now click on OK and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to delete the save game files. Now before you delete the save game files, let me inform you that you will lose all the game progress. So if you agree, then open the file explorer folder, open this PC, open C drive, now open users folder, now open your username folder, now open app data folder. If you don't see app data over here on the top, click on view, then select show and then put a check on hidden items. You should be able to see app data. In Windows 10, somewhere over here you will find the view option, click on view, then somewhere over here you will find the hidden items box, put a check on the box and then open app data folder. Now open the local folder and find RoboCop folder, make a right click and then click on delete. Once this is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to verify the game files. Now this is important. So make a right click on the game, select properties, go to the install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. After the verification, launch the game. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. Now this is very important. So open Windows settings and then go to Windows update or update in security and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, restart your computer and then launch the game. Now also type in Steam in Windows search box and make a right click on Steam and then click on open file location. Now before this, you close Steam first. Close the Steam and then once you are over here, now make a right click on Steam and then select properties. And if the option which says run this program in compatibility mode for, if this is checked over here, you can uncheck this box, and then click on apply, click on OK. Now open Steam and then launch the game. Next step is to disconnect multiple monitor connected to the computer. Try launching the game on single monitor. Disconnect additional controller connected to the computer. Also, if you have any USB devices which you're not using. So if you have these devices connected or any kind of USB adapter connected which you're not using, disconnect it and then launch the game. Also disable Steam overlay. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select properties, turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then launch the game. Also close all the other overlay applications. So if you have overlay on in Discord, turn it off. If you have overlay on in GeForce Experience, turn it off. So close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI, Afterburner or RiverTuner or any kind of overclocking application, make sure that you close all the overclocking application and do not overclock, and then launch the game. Also, if you have any third-party services or application running, close it. Make sure only the Steam and the game is running. The rest, close everything, including OBS, including all your browsers. Close it and then launch the game. Also perform clean boot. For this, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. I already did it. In your case, this would be highlighted. So make sure that you put a check on hide all Microsoft services first and then click on disable all. Then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM, 16 GB. So 16 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case, that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. Now this is important. So copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and then run this file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. In my case, I have already installed, so it's telling me no action was taken as system reboot is required. So in my case, it's already installed. I have to restart my computer. And once this is installed, or download x64. Both you have to install both x86 and x64. So run this exe file, the second exe file, and then again if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. Now in my case both are already installed. Ignore the error message. In your case this would be installed, and then you will see a restart option. So make sure that you restart your computer. Restart is a must. So make sure that you restart your computer after this, and after the system restart you can launch the game. Now the next step is to update the system BIOS. Now go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have a Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo website. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available. Now in case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. So during the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Now the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So if nothing is working, you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then reinstall the game to SSD. So if you have another SSD, solid state drive, you can try installing the game to different drive and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.